Alright, we're here again, Zero Cool TV. We are here with Sincere, who did a beautiful song. Can you just talk about it a little bit, please?
I had to sing the song because I always got to show my culture and stuff, especially my little brother. It makes me proud with him carrying on the traditions, and my grandfather passing on. And I wish he was here, and now I know that he's still with me, and that I'm gonna try to carry on all traditions. And that's pretty much.
Dude, respects, man. Real talk. I really felt, dude, it moved me. Real talk, for real, dude. You know what I mean? Like, cool. Hello. Sorry. Yo, what's good? It's your boy Zero Cool with Zero Cool TV. We are here doing an interview with Sincere.
Hi, how you doing?
Yo, so last night, Sincere made his AWF debut. If you don't know what AWF stands for, that's the Arizona Wrestling Federation. They've been doing it for a while. I've been going to a lot of shows, and yeah, they're doing their thing. They're elevating every time, and last night was a very special night because you did your debut. How was that?
It was amazing. I had a lot of family coming out there. I even had a couple other natives show up, which was amazing because I honestly didn't think no one was really paying attention to me. I mean, just being an indie scene on top of that, and just did two different promotions, and from the lucha to the American, there were two different styles, and even then, they still came out and showed out for me, which was amazing.
Packed fucking house, bro. I've been to a lot of shows at the Phoenix Beer Company. Shout out Phoenix Beer Company. I've never seen it like that. Real talk. I've never seen I was just like, I even had trouble finding a seat. I was like, oh man. I was just like, luckily I got enough to get like ringside. So I was like, I was happy about that. So, but anywho, so what was it like performing in like a packed house like that? Were you nervous?
Extremely. I ain't gonna lie. If I had started out like where I'm going to venues where they're packed houses and stuff, I don't think I could keep my nerves down for that. Like now I had to build up every time the crowd got bigger and bigger. It helped me, but at the same time it made me a little bit more nervous. And like they told me in the back, if you don't get those butterflies before you wrestle, you shouldn't be wrestling anymore.
Oh, most def. I've definitely heard that from a couple of the greats. So what got you into wrestling? Like what age and what did get you into wrestling?
I was 25, going down a bad path. I was from Phoenix, from the neighborhood. I was doing my thing, and I ended up actually getting pulled over and getting a DUI, and that kind of set my course to going back towards wrestling, because I got in trouble and was trying to keep myself out of trouble, keep myself occupied. So I started going with my brothers to indie wrestling, and I'm kind of in shape. So I was like, I can do that shit that they're doing. It kind of inspired me to see everybody and how, they would capture the kids' imagination and capture the crowd's fucking attention span for as long as they do. And it's crazy to see how just the reaction that you get from the crowd, just from the little stuff, like me just flexing and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like even just doing a simple move is crazy how much everybody's just like, oh, how he did it. I mean, you can see a hip toss 1,000 times, but it's just the way they did it. It's just got to make it your own style, which is amazing.
Yeah, of course. Like, I went to a AWA independent. That's where I saw you wrestle for the first time, and yeah, dude, I loved it, dude. It was funny. You guys had very good chemistry. It was like you guys were wrestling for a long time. I like the part where you're like, you said something about like, oh, I whipped the both of you, and you're like, you talk too much, and just like, there's no real talk. There's no wrestler being represented like us. You feel me? Like, there's always like, not to bash nobody, but like, there's no people that look like us wrestling to get behind. So it's really cool when you see somebody like, you know what I mean? Like somebody that look like me. I'm like, oh shit, like. It opens so many doors for so many kids out there. You know what I mean? Like real shit. Like it's just like, you know what I mean? Like we come from an area where it's kind of like if you're doing something like you get dissed on, you get clowned on. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like damn, like same for me when I started in there. So everyone, wow, get out of here, shot. I know
exactly what
it's
you're
too
saying.
good, you know what I mean? Jump good.
Exactly.
And you just kind of like you either let that be. A lot of kids from the area, they just let that be them. They're like, oh, I don't want to be not cool or whatever, but like,
yeah, exactly.
it is cool to fucking try, bro. Real talk. It is cool to like, cause like when you get older, you realize that these kids, that's what's important. You know what I mean? Seeing their future, because then we didn't grow up in the best circumstances, so
Right.
it's an opportunity to be like, the way we grew up was bullshit. When, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And back to how I got back into wrestling was the fact that, like I said, I started going to the indie shows, and then from the indie shows, I seen that they were actually looking for more students and trainings, and then that's why I ended up going to the wrestling show, a wrestling training center, started training, got my name out there, and then the rest is history. I started wrestling.
Dude, that's so amazing. So like where you were watching wrestling at a young age, like were you Attitude Era, were you WCW cat? What's up?
I'm definitely Attitude Era guy.
Yes.
Watched both Attitude Era and the WCW, but mostly Attitude Era. My Uncle Sean was a big influence on me. He always did his Stone Cold Steve Austin flip off. Can you smell what I'm cooking and all that good stuff. Every pay-per-view, when the family would get together and we would watch it. That's pretty much how I got into wrestling too.
Yeah, dude, I would say wrestling for Native Americans is huge. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't go to anywhere when nobody was not talking about a pay-per-view. And if you missed a pay-per-view, they're like, yo, you gotta watch Raw. Because you're like, oh, shit. Like, I grew up not, like, having cable. So, like, real talk, my Mexican friends, they were like, yo, Kane came out. And I'm like, you're lying. They're like... So I'd have to watch SmackDown. And it was a big thing for me when SmackDown became a regular taping. You know what I mean? So I was just like, oh, it's so amazing. So... But yeah, that's really cool that you're an Attitude Era kid just like me, because you know what I mean, like you know what you want the audience to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I like to give up my talents, most of my credit to mostly like guys like Ron Killings and Jeff Hardy and Scott Hall. They all had their own dark past and their own thing. That's what kind of drew me to like, hey, you know what? They're kind of like me, so I can go ahead and overcome my fucking demons and stuff too.
Yeah, dude, definitely. I understand that because I did watch the Scott Hall documentary. Great piece of fucking filming. Insane, and it gets to the core of like, yeah, these are larger than life characters, but at the end of the day, we're all human. You know what I mean? We all struggle.
We all have
you know
vices.
I mean? Exactly. And it's either you don't become the vice, you become above the vice. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And accessorize it. Use it as a tool, not to me. You know what I mean? Don't be used by it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And that's what I like to tell a lot of wrestlers that I get involved with. I'm just like, dude, if I'm gonna endorse you and I'm gonna be putting my name behind you, you definitely gotta just do it. Just do the work. Just stay the path, bro. You know what I mean? It can get crazy. Like, do you feel the pressure?
It sounds bad, but I guess being on an interview, sometimes I can relate to Mac Miller and them. Even though I look happy and all that good stuff, it's just more or less sometimes in the background every now and then. It's like, am I doing the right thing? Am I really gonna should I keep going? Am I corny? You know what I mean? Little simple shit like that. But for the most part, I try to keep my head up and keep to myself and be like, I got the family that had passed on that's looking down on me and trying to keep me pushing, going too.
Yeah, bro. I know. Real talk. I know it's rough out here. Like real talk. There's like no coverage. You know what I mean? So like some things we literally, if something happens to us, we take it on the chin. Real talk. There's no. You know what I mean? There's no parade. There's no hardly any protest. You know what I mean? Like majority of us, we just kind of know what is what already. You know what I mean? We know what is what and what it's gonna be. So that's what keeps us going. You know what I mean? Real talk. So for like I said, for you to come from where I'm from, I know what it's like, bro. I'm living it. You're living it. We're both living it. So it's like either we can let it become something, like let us become what it is, or we can do something different. You know what I mean? Right. And that's what I saw with you. I was just like, hell yeah, dude. Like finally I got like, of course I'm covering everybody else. That's so cool. But when I saw somebody from, I was like, this is something that I can really sink my teeth in, because it's going to be a homegrown thing. You know what I mean? Real talk. And like, nobody from the hood's doing it, bro. Yeah. So if they ain't doing it, we doing it. You feel me?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so where do you see yourself going with wrestling? What do you want to do with wrestling?
I really want to go to the next levels. Any promotion that's really ready to open up and wants this 6'2" Native American to bring the culture out to your company, let me know. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So companies around the southern area, everywhere, he wants the smoke. Sincere want the smoke, all right? And I'm calling it Star on the Rise, real talk. Just your work ethic is amazing. You got different styles going. You're very athletic, and you can sell like a motherfucker. That's the one thing I miss is good selling. You know what I mean? Like the pain factor. You know what I mean? So is there anything else you want to say? You want to shout out anybody?
Shout out to Chucky. He's the custom guy that makes all my gear. Next to my mom, the only one she makes is my shirt. He gets my boots and my pants together, and he keeps me looking fresh.
Yeah, I'm loving the gear, man, because a lot of people, they be looking a little, you know what I mean, a little bummy, you feel me? But when I saw you, I was like, representation, bro. That's where it's at. It's, you know what I mean? So, and yeah, nobody else is doing it. Yeah. Thank you. Hell yeah, bro.